All In is a week away. Things are heating up for the fatal the four-way match. And Willow Nightingale got a little bit of redemption last night on Collision. Let's get into it right here on Women's Wrestling Talk.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
Good morning, good afternoon, whatever day it is. Happy Sunday! It's 2/3 of your Collision crew. Al, Aisha, Mika is out on the injured list for the day. We wish her well, speedy recovery. So we're here for all of your Collision Rampage needs. How are you today?
You know, I'm here. We're here. Shout out to Los Angeles, and actually not just Los Angeles, but like all of California in the Southwest area, dealing
Mexico,
with all of it, dealing with this hurricane that's supposed to be passing through. I hope y'all are okay.
Yes. Thankfully, I am in the part of California that's just getting rain and humid. It's a little Florida over in my neck of the woods, so I didn't ask for this. I didn't want this. But good luck, LA. Good luck, Southern California.
Right.
Hey, Bobby. So let's just get right into it. We're going right into Friday Rampage. Pack show.
Mm-hmm.
A lot was happening. We're gonna hear from Britt. Aussie Open versus Ethan Page and Brother Zay. The Moan event.
I can't.
Sammy Guevara was in action. Rey Fénix versus Komander. And our main event, another main event Shida moment. Toni Storm, Ruby Soho of the Outcasts versus Shida and Skye Blue. And we just went right into this.
Yeah.
This is a Ring of Honor Tony move to just put this in the opening match because this was a lot.
This was, did not expect it to be chaotic like this, right? Because sometimes your opening matches are very much like kind of even keel, like a little excitement, but just like even just kind of getting you warmed up for everything else that was going on. No, not happening here. And I was here for it.
Yeah. Also, like you may have seen, we had some viewers, some people with their eyes on this match, BCC, ahead of their Stadium Stampede match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. They seemed a little...
I don't know. Mox is just... he's just...
You think that's how he watches TV at home?
I think so.
I feel like he's a stand-in for the TV kind of guy.
Yeah. It's just...
He's got like a bowl of cereal or something.
What was going on? Yes, this was a really, really great match. Hi, Casey.
Hey, Casey. Yeah, this was so good. And it was just built off respect because Komander has said, big fan of Lucha Bros, big fan, like this is the reason why, you know, he's in wrestling pretty much. And they just showed respect and wanted to be like the better man. And Komander did the thing, but in the end, Rey Fénix wins. Like, you can't. But the respect was there. So good. And poor Alex on the sidelines with both of them. Like, who do I? He was going back and forth. Like, get him. Wait, are you okay?
A number of like almost pins was just like, oh my gosh. It was great. It was great.
Look at Komander's face. Like, in a mask, and you could feel this. It's a sign of a good luchador if you could feel their emotions through the mask.
Yep. Yep. Right. Hot right out the gate. The Stadium Stampede will be interesting. Is it live in London or at Jacksonville? I believe it
should be
in London.
Yeah.
That was my understanding of it.
That's the way it seems.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe Claudio is watching this match to see who could next challenge for the Ring of Honor World Honestly, like, yes, but I think, you know, listen, Eddie Kingston is back and Eddie is...
That's the match we needed. That's the match we were stolen of.
That's what we need. Also, Alex has managed Komander on occasion, so this is fun. Yes.
Yeah, he did come out with Komander.
Yes. Casey says it was hard to keep up watching during this one.
What do you do? And I watched it back and I was still like, huh.
Yep. And London.
It's going to get real London, UK in that match. You know they're going to be silly. If somebody doesn't find a double-decker bus, I know we're going to get into predictions next week, but
Listen, I'm
open up a double-decker bus.
I'm here for like, where's Sue at? Have her driving this double-decker bus. That is my prediction. We will keep it.
Or a taxi, like one of those little London taxis.
AEW, we know you keep an eye on this.
No, if it's not Sue, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll do this next week. But if it's not Sue, RJ City.
Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for that.
Toni, you know where to find us. You saw her all week. He's been in the AEW bubble. So, Toni. Right after this match, we hear from Britt about the 4-way match for the championship, and she's looking to be a 2-time champion. She wants to hear her name in Wembley, 80,000 people. Good promo.
Yeah, listen.
She looked cute. She looked great outfit.
Yeah, she did, and it's great, that she was, documenting her history, with All In and basically how she says that she continues. Look at your visitor back there. Build the women's division, how she's helped build it, and like she said, it's full circle, and so I'm here for it. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about All In is like you can see the growth of the company, like Britt, MJF. Like there's just people who were there from the first one to now. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've ever seen the first All In.
I have not seen the first All In, so I did not realize that it was All In before it was AEW, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was way before. There was no company. It was like, let's just throw a big show. So now it's like a full circle. So it's that's why this means a lot to, I think, a lot of people. So it's very cool. And again, we're not predictions. We'll get into that later this week. But
if I did get a chance to find All In, the original one, which I'm pretty sure maybe I can on YouTube. I don't know.
Find some matches.
Yeah.
Just we don't talk about a certain Hangman's opponent in that match, but it was a different time. A different time. There's some people on that show we don't talk about, so it's fine. But it was really good. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Renee also for the outfits. This is not Turnbuckle Glam, but we're always going to shout him out.
Yep. Okay. You know what? We will leave beans and toast. We will leave them alone. Okay. Just to answer some quick questions. Casey wants to know, also, was Aubrey counting in Spanish? Yes, she was. She's working on her Spanish and she use it. Yeah. Let's see. Bobby says, I did watch All In 2018. Simple, I'm sure the Fatal 4-Way would be fun, but it wasn't what Toni wanted. Well,
not what I wanted either. But anyway. This
Aussie Open. Hey, Ethan.
The Moan event.
I can't.
I hate them so much. Like, they thought of it and they were like, this is the funniest thing ever. Like, it just made them laugh so hard. Great match, though. Great. Ethan Page and Brothers are a pretty good tag team. I know he has a regular partner, but, a good interim partner for the time being.
But, yeah, it was good stuff. But
unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it for Mika because she's not here. The Stinky Boys win.
Not Stinky Boys.
This is not my words. I'm doing it for our girl who is not here. I got to say it.
Wait, when did I miss this? The Stinky Boys. Did I miss this? I don't know what this is about.
She's just been calling them Stinky Boys for months. She truly thinks that they're stinky. Like, they're just one of those she just gets the vibes. The hygiene is not. I don't think it's like a cultural thing. I just think it's a them thing. So I don't think we're talking about the Australian people. I think it's just them too.
To those, yes, to all Australian watchers, this is not. I mean, I feel like compared to Juice Robinson, you know what? We'll get into that.
That's later in the show.
Oh yeah, let's go.
That's all you.
The Hardy Party actually challenged for Mika's. I can't.
Stinky Boy, see? Stinky Boy, everybody knows. You know what? I think we need to talk to TK. I know this is a women's wrestling talk. We've got to make some Stinky Boys merch.
listen, at this point, why not?
Tell people, like, tweet at Women's WWE Pod if you want Stinky Boys merch.
Not sure if they would appreciate that, but I don't know. But yeah, Aussie Open.
Better than our David Finlay shirt that me and Santana are gonna make. But anyways.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Anyway, Aussie Open. They will be. They will be at all.
They will. They're going to 0 Hour. They're defending the Ring of Honor championships against Better Than You, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But they got. We'll get to it. But they got some eyes on them right now.
Yep.
Okay. And I wish Mika was here. Y'all, this Righteous promo. Mwah, introducing themselves to the AEW crowd. If you watch Ring of Honor, you know about them. You know what they've been doing with Dark Order. You know Vincent is spooky cult leader, Dutch and his creepy tongue. And now they have Stu on their side that they have turned from the Dark Order. And I know you don't watch a lot of Ring of Honor. You're kind of there. You saw the match. You were there at Death Before Dishonor.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still new. How are we feeling? How was this for you?
I honestly, again, I have not really gotten on board with the Righteous because I don't watch a whole bunch of Ring of Honor. And so, seeing them at Death Before Dishonor and where else? I feel like I saw them. Didn't we see them once before somewhere else? Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe
you did. Maybe they were on a. Well, you went to.
Were they on like a Rampage? Maybe.
Well, you went to Collision, and there's Ring of Honor with Collision, right?
Yeah, that was in. Oh, that's probably where. Maybe that was in Newark as well, possibly.
It's a lot of it blends.
It all blends, but I haven't quite gotten on board. So for me, I was like, okay,
right. And I think this is for people like you who don't watch Ring of Honor, watch a smidge of it. And they were like, hey, AEW, this is who we are. Like, they were introducing themselves. So this is the way of putting them on AEW TV. We've seen promos with Dark Order. Maybe this continues on AEW because I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we will see what happens. Casey, please, going back to the Stinky Boys, not promoting them. I need to be for real. Casey, please.
I'm just saying.
Yes, Bobby.
Yeah.
He's still injured.
Mm-hmm. Get well soon, Marquin. We miss you, but eat some soon, all right. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I was like, now this is interesting, right? Like Vita, obviously knowing her from Women's Wrestling Army and other places, but that's where I first saw her. So,
yeah, so there's and I brief knowledge of Ring of Honor, but there are other people in the Righteous that are not currently in the Righteous. Like you're saying, Vita, and there's like other people. Bateman is also in there, but there's I don't know if we're gonna see them. We're gonna get new friends, old friends. Very interesting. Dark Order. I don't really know what's happening, but I think I like this on AEW. I like this for them to get a spotlight because I think they have a cool thing going.
Okay.
Sammy Guevara is in action.
Yep.
Against John Cruz. John Cruz. But Nyla Rose seems to be a big fan of this guy. She said she likes him more than Serpentico.
I mean, Nyla Rose likes anyone better than Serpentico. But
I'm just saying, it's weird that she would like. Somebody said he was very similar to Serpentico, and she said that's weird. He's better. So I don't,
Listen, he got a lot of love at. Was it at? I think Collision Newark.
Yeah.
He was one of the ones that I don't remember. Again, it all blends together. But you
had a long week that week.
It was a long week, but it was some love against whoever he went up against. I wish I could remember.
Sammy does Sammy things, flippy things, gets the win.
There you go. Casey ignored this match. Okay.
It was there. It was fine. Yeah, and Sammy just doing Sammy things. Mm-hmm. Now, let's see a little package, little video from our my favorite Hardy Boys. The love of my life, Jeff Hardy. And they're like, hey, you know what? Aussie Open, you've been doing real great things. But what if we fight? You've been on this roll. Let's go. We're former Ring of Honor champions. Let's tussle. Let's see. Maybe we'll take those to Wembley. And they offer a little challenge for Dynamite this week.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel about this?
I mean, at this point, like, I'm looking forward to it, but I think, to be completely honest, and this has nothing to do with the Hardys, I think just in general, I think all of our eyes are looking to All In, that like everything else just seems to be like,
right,
to me anyway,
kind of like a filler, like on the way.
Yeah, but
like, oh, like we still got to go to school before Thanksgiving break kind of thing.
Yes. Just like we still want to see it.
Yeah. This should get, I mean, I get it saying like this is a high caliber match. It should be a little bigger. That's what you're saying? Have more time?
That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah. Bosa said the Hardy Boys want to mess up All In. He wished Miko was here so we can get her thoughts. Who does she want as Ring of Honor Tag Team Champ heading into London? Hardy Boys or Aussie Open? I mean, Mika, I believe Mika is resting, but if she happens to pop her head in, we would
know that she would want our boys, the Hardys. The one person Mika and I love more than anybody else is Jeff Hardy. That's cool.
Yeah.
We love Gossip Baby, but also we would love it to be the Hardys because right now Mika does not care about that Ring of Honor Championship match. That is her potty break. Stinky Boys, better than you, baby. Two teams she cares nothing about.
It'll be interesting. Casey says, I don't think this will happen, but I so want Edge to join AEW just so we can see the Hardy Boys go up against Edge and Christian again. Yes, lots of rumors that Edge that he could be, after his last match, supposedly last match.
Allegedly.
Nobody
retires in wrestling.
Yes. I can see Tony changing up the titles to get a holy shit moment, especially after Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't well received.
I liked it.
I too. Listen, the discourse I have completely drowned out, so I had no idea that it was not well received.
It was not. People thought it was stupid. And you know what? You hate fun. Could it have been more? Yes. But it was fine. It was fun. It was silly. I could have tweaked some things, but you know what? I had a fun time.
Yeah, it was a fun time. I mean, it's not as it wasn't as on top as the firm deletion. Like that is going to be
any final deletion, any deletion matches, perfection. But yes, the firm deletion.
Yep.
That's on my list of 2023.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. I wished it was cinematic match. That's all. I want to know specifically what you mean when you say you wish it was cinematic, Bosa.
Okay, the way it started, I felt like, okay, great, it's cinematic because and we said this too, Mika and I both agreed when it was announced. I think we said that too. Like, both Jeffs are a little older. They don't need to be in the ring doing this crazy flippy-dippy deathmatch situation. So the fact that it was in the ring, not my favorite part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff going from the entrance to find Jeff Jarrett and the backstage stuff, that was perfect. More of that would have been better.
Yeah.
And maybe less in the ring. And I wish that Leatherface would have been kind of in the background more instead of just popping out at the end.
I agree. It was just like a quick pop out and then gone, chasing Jarrett out. And so
we should have seen Leatherface kind of creeping, or they have to run from it, and that's how a match. Like, I think it could have been a little bit better, but I still think it was fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Main event time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, just before this, I don't have a shot of it, but I want to shout out the Nyla Rose promo before this because amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I don't know what this means for Nyla. We're going to get more. I don't care. I loved it. Shout out to our girl Nyla Rose. Love. Best Twitter ever.
Truly.
But our main event, Shida's 4th in a row. Toni, Ruby, Shida, Skye Blue. Toni Monroe still going through it.
Love love her wounded Norma Desmond. I'm here for it. I am here for it. It's great. Former champ trying to get back on top. I'm here for it. Whoever came up with this, love it.
Yeah, who did this? If she thought of this, I'm upset. Whoever did, you're a genius.
Yeah.
It was really good, Bobby.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
she's so like, I'm still here. There may be these people, but remember, I was here when there was nothing.
Yes. This was nice. It was a nice listen. It was a nice match.
Solid.
It was it was solid. Lots of behind the back, lots of spray can things, shenanigans happening.
Yeah, that's spray can picture though.
Right? Lots of a few hip attacks from Toni Storm, which I'm like, oh girl, brutal. But yeah.
Yeah, and Ruby's very upset. She took that pin, which like she kind of had to take the pin, right?
Yeah.
She kind of had.
Like,
But the Outcasts, of course, were like, "Oh no, we're not going to take this lying down. This loss." A brawl ensues, and Britt comes out.
our doctor.
Our 4-way competitors all brawled it out before next week, so I liked this though. It builds the match because we've been like, meh.
Crowd shouting, let them fight. And I'm here for it. Get all the staff, get all the security.
Yeah, security.
Whole stack.
Yeah, it was a good way to end Rampage. I liked it.
It was good.
Good. Skye looked great.
Let me give a hip attack to Lee Moriarty. He'd be down. Okay. You know what?
Oh my God.
Please. It is Sunday. That hip attack Tony does.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's move on to last night. Fight for the Fallen. Again, we're continuing. Also was Rampage for the Maui victims, the Hawaii fires. So we love that for AEW. But yeah, a big stacked card. We were going to hear from Miro. Joe was in action. Ricky, we were going to hear from. Hobbs was in. Everybody was like mysteriously in action last night. It was weird. We were supposed to hear from FTR. We kind of did. Willow versus Diamanté. Darby versus Christian Jenner. And Jay White versus Dalton Castle.
Please.
Christian Jenner. I'm not calling him anything else. And per usual at Collision, we get these pre-show promos with all of our competitors. Great. Loved it. How did you feel?
I always like these little promos. I thought they're cute. Nice little give us, something to look forward to. I like it.
I just want to shout out to my boy Dalton Castle.
Oh, man.
Framing just of the still brings me joy. I loved it. And we did hear from last competitor. Could have been inside. Did we hear Joe, who's like, "All right, let me just show Punk what's up before let's fight." And we just waited right into Joe. Uncle Joe was out, but Uncle Joe got surprised by the Golden Vampire.
Vampire, what?
What even was this opening?
I did not even care. I loved it. I'm not even joking because it's like, who is this? Honestly, it just like keeps. I love these things that like really continue to distinguish itself from Dynamite, from Rampage. You know what I mean? Like, this is great.
Yeah, you're right. Every show does have a distinct like vibe. Like Rampage, you're just gonna get wrestle. And like Dynamite is the more. There's a little more hands in Dynamite from corporate and things like that, sponsors. Collision's kind of like chill. We're just gonna be silly and fun, but also wrestle. Like, I don't know. I think we said last week it was the A show, and I don't think it's wrong.
Anyway, so Bosa says, I'm not gonna disagree. I thought I was dreaming when I saw that live. What a win. Punk versus Joe for London. Nice. Surprise Punk isn't gonna go for the Ring of Honor TV title.
Yeah. Punk accepts, so it is official. But unfortunately, it is for the real World Championship next Sunday at Wembley. I'm so sick of the word. I'm just so sick of the Real World Championship.
Like Real World, what are we? Real World London. We're doing like TV style, like Real World.
No, you don't know on Dynamite. That's what we call the Adam Cole MJF. That's the Real World. That's what that is. Real World Bro Chacho's over is on Dynamite. I
got you. I can't get into anything Punk does. He's petty as hell and petty as all hell and grumpy, especially with that Hangman rant. Listen, lots of backstage drama that,
Here's the thing about Punk. For me, I like Punk, and then he does stupid things, and I'm like, sir, stop.
Yep.
Stop. You don't need the belt. You don't need to talk about your coworkers. Do your thing. That's it. That's it. But this is going to be a match that we're happening.
Yep.
And we'll see. Let's go, Uncle Joe.
You know what? I know we'll do predictions, but I'm kind of rooting for CM Punk. Oh, don't come for me.
Ooh, you know what? UK is probably going to be real Punk. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting crowd next week. But anywho's.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Sponsored by MTV3 with nonstop ridiculousness reruns. Thank you.
MTV3.
Nope. This match.
I had a great time. It was great.
Dalton Castle is so unserious, and it's like every single time he comes out, every time. I'm like, Dalton, please.
Makes sense why he's one of my faves, huh?
Yeah, he's so unserious. It's great.
I loved it. Making his Collision debut with the baby chicks and the boys. Just, I wish I didn't have, AEW didn't give me any photos of that entrance, so shame on you. But please don't stop sending me photos. The boys got in on the action. They have to save Dalton. And card switches there too. Bobby gets it.
Dalton Castle is growing on him. Same.
But Dalton has a chip on his shoulder. He is still seeking vengeance for not getting that TV title at Death Before Dishonor. And he's looking. He's on TV. Big stage. We love this for him.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah.
But unfortunately.
Yeah.
Casey.
He said this is not for him, but that's fine.
Whatever, Casey. This is for me. But Jay White wins. With a disgusting pin.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Just there will be more disgusting pins from the Bang Bang Gang in a second. But I had a great time watching this match. Glad to see my boy Dalton on TV. After commercial, we hear from them. Bullet Club Gold is all over Collision. They're really, I hate to say it, this is their show.
Taking over.
They took it over.
If y'all do not leave Tony Schiavone alone, leave this man alone. I'm going to do this every week. This poor man, he's just trying to do his job, and y'all are just making it very difficult.
Okay, and this was not even the worst part of his night, and we will get to it. But Tony had a night. Is there hazard pay? Come on.
At this point, he needs to be talking to Tony Khan about it, because
he's the one who needs to redo his contract in 2024. Because come on, job safety. I am scared. What is wrong with their HR?
I don't know. He has become the butt of the jokes from the Bullet Club. We just want to see him scissoring with the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass again. But anyway,
Daddy Ass. But Bullet Club Gold's like, hey, the Elite wants to challenge us to a trios match. So let's have a little preview. Let's call any 3 men out. And who answers the call? My boys, Iron Savages. Again, that's for me. I like silly things. I like the Iron Savages. If you're not watching Ring of Honor, you're probably very confused. But please. And Jay White was on commentary.
It took him a minute to get a headset, but you know.
Yeah. See, Bobby gets it. Bobby's on my side, and I love that. Thanks, Bobby.
There you go. I have the Iron Savages are fine.
Yeah. Shout out to them on BTE and on Ring of Honor. Silliness. Another great match. Juice was just being disgusting.
Yeah.
Per usual.
Ugh.
There were pictures I did not include in this because ew.
It was like on the mic and it was up close in his face. And I was like, sir, the spittle, it's like flying everywhere.
That's the mouth that kisses Toni Storm. You know what?
You better thank his lucky stars every single day.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes. He probably likes every Montez Ford got his good tweet every day because he also appreciates it.
Please. He needs to. Casey, look at Juice throwing cake. Please be real. I need you to be real. It's not even that, like, not
nasty.
Exactly. Ew. I'm waiting for Juice to be so disgusted in AEW that Toni has to bail out her.
Listen, just like New Japan Resurgence, she needs to come and get her mans.
She's not going to bail him out. She's going to be right beside him.
Yeah, she's a real one.
She's a real one.
This was disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Your ankles aren't right. Like, look at you're all out of form. Like, what are you doing? Juice, you are no Kenny Omega. You are not Kenneth Omega. Your beard is scraggly. Your hair, disgusting. Your fit, disgusting. Ass boys, you are no Bucks, okay? You can't even bend all the way down to do a Stop. Disgusting.
Oh, boy.
Bullet Club Gold wins. Juice, another disgusting pin. Full tongue out, air guitar. I don't even know what he was doing. Yeah. Nasty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Middle
and me.
Golden Elite. Heinous, Josh says.
I hate it. If you're gonna do it right. As someone who's taken many an Elite photo, okay, do it right.
Mess.
Speaking of daddy ass, a few minutes ago, this House of Black promo. Wow. Go ahead.
This was my favorite thing that I have seen on Collision so far. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
really?
Yes.
Okay.
It was just so good. Like, I had to go back and watch it again. It was wonderful. And also very sad because also, why are y'all doing this to daddy ass's boots? Like, y'all didn't need to do this. But I just thought the whole thing, the filmmaking of it all, like, it was great.
That checks out, the filmmaking of it all.
Yeah.
But no, it was so good that they held this funeral for him. They incinerated them boots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This was rough.
Yeah, Bo says, I think we are setting up a 6-man tag team championship for Chicago Acclaimed Andrade versus House of Black. I mean, at this point, because House of Black is
possibly,
that would be really interesting.
I would like to see how that would.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's in pain. Ugh.
He didn't have to do that to them. He did not have to murder that man again.
Yeah, did not have to. But shout out to the video production team at Collision AEW. They're
great. And there's another fire promo that we should get into because there was a lot of good stuff this last night. But this was great. Everything about this. We'll see. Okay.
Whew.
I don't know what is happening here. All of a sudden, we are in a Netflix series. Jose, the assistant, says, I got to record this from the boss. Talks to Roosh, who's like, y'all better get to Mexico. And then they're partying it up and get kidnapped. What is happening?
Yeah, he said LFI. He's like, no, what has been going on over there? He's like, what have you been allowing?
Yeah. He's like, this is not the LFI that I have built. Well, then maybe get Preston Vance out of there. And I will still say this to this day. Get that man out of there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm intrigued.
And they did kidnap them right off the street.
They really did. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Sorry. I am so sorry.
Ow. I can't. I can't. So, Toni backstage and, talking to talking to Ricky. And basically we find out that Ricky, obviously was suspended while Alice,
I'm unwell right now, guys.
And so Ricky was upset, right? Because he was like, y'all are saying this amount of days and it's really this amount of days and y'all making me look bad, right? Like Bosa says, Tony Khan can't count to save his. So it just so happens his suspension is up right before All In. So perfect. But Ricky was like, you know what? I got a little something for you. Cut to this little vignette of him talking his shit as Ricky does.
Oh, that was great.
That was great. Loved it.
I just am so sorry that I put this in the universe and it happened.
It happened. And then all of a sudden we got Big Bill and we got Ricky as his manager. So like,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What have I done, guys? I'm a very powerful witch sometimes and I didn't want this. You guys, words, what you say actually can come true. And sometimes it happens with Ricky and Big Bill. And again, I am so sorry. I did this.
There you go. Yep. Tony Schiavone, he's thinking he ain't getting paid enough to do. He is not. You see his face. He's like, I'm not the one that counted the days wrong. I'm just reporting what.
I'm just repeating what I was told. I'm just here to show up and work.
And now Josh wants to know, is Big Bill and Ricky Starks like Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash?
I unfortunately thought that same thing. But Big Bill is no Kevin Nash.
Technically, if Tony counted his suspension, it would have been up after Chicago, but
it's a there's girl math going around. It's Tony Khan math, and it's also like at the Royal Rumble when your times are just a little bit, not quite 5 minutes.
Yes, right. 5 minutes. When the clock just stops showing up on the screen.
Yeah, it's like 3.5. But it's wrestling math. Nobody wanted this.
Yeah, Bobby says he didn't want this, and Bosa says Big Bill doesn't need a mouthpiece. Well,
I mean, he kind of does, but not Ricky.
I'm
sorry.
Josh agrees. He spoke it into existence.
I'm sorry.
Look at
y'all know how I feel about this man, Big Bill. And now he's on my television.
Yep.
And I did this.
And one of our favorites is managing him.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Ricky's fit.
He looks great. Salmon colored pants. Love it.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
There was a match.
And Josh also says
con math. That's the new. He beats this man.
Wait, hold on. His name is Derek Neal. Want to get? Yeah.
Thank you. You know what? I gotta do the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But afterwards, Ricky in that belt he used to beat Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was used to beat poor Derek. And these two celebrate. And you're right. I think they're trying to make this a Shawn and Diesel situation, and I don't like it.
Well,
neither do I, Bobby.
Bobby don't like to see Big Bill on his TV screen. Bosa said all this did was tell me that it could be a spanking match in Chicago. Yep.
God.
It was the pose mid-ass for me.
That part.
Well,
I'm just sorry, guys. This will be my last show. I'll stop talking because I put bad things out in the universe and we get things like this.
Mean to take Al's advice this time around. We want y'all to take the advice, we put out in the world, like Sue driving the double decker, or like, not this.
Like, why? It's Tony. I thought we were cool.
Casey, please. He was told him to thaw the chicken, and he didn't. Triggered.
Oh, everyone's childhood trauma just came out.
Ricky be like, play Alien Superstar by Beyonce. I can't. Does Ricky try to have a business portfolio like Maria Kanellis Bennett and Ring of Honor? I mean, listen.
I mean, that's what we wanted.
Maria is influential.
She is. She's building an army over Ring of Honor. Ricky needs to build a stable, kick Big Bill out. Just saying. I'm gonna move on because that was disgusting, and I'm sorry again. Willow, Diamanté. Ooh, oh boy.
Yeah.
This was a match.
Yep. Low payback. She wanted a little payback.
Yeah, I mean,
against
they cheated. She got to get that win back.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, did they wrestle.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I have no complaints. You guys, I don't know what to say. This is great.
Loved even the ringside shenanigans from Mercedes and Kris. Like, let's go. Love this pounce. This pounce, like Willow and the pounce, baby.
I forgot to get a little video of that, but yes, go watch that pounce. Diamanté says she got pounced into the future,
and
I think she did. So it's fun. Yeah.
Yep. This was fun.
I like this. All of this that's happening.
I wasn't so sure about it. There's still part of me that's like, but I've gotten on board. I've gotten on board. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Saturday Nightingale.
Yeah. Yep. Casey.
Exactly.
Didn't know about the feud. Intrigued. So am I. Let's keep it going. And Bobby would like to see Diamanté wrestle for TBS Championship. I could see that. I don't think it's going to happen right now.
No, it's definitely Mercedes first. And I wanted it at Wembley, but I think, unfortunately, I feel like it's not going to be till All Out. I would have loved for the TBS title to be on the line at Wembley. But it feels like this is going to be All Out, which is still great. Like, yes, it's still like a high, like it's a huge pay-per-view. So I'm not like knocking it, but I just feel like I wanted more women at Wembley. But what do I know? You're not taking the right advice. Anyways,
yeah.
But Willow gets that win. These two are the cutest.
Yeah. Love it.
I love it. Saturday Nightingale. Come on.
Okay.
Afterwards, more Toni Monroe. Toni Monroe still going through it. Also, Lexi looking so fancy tonight.
She is giving White House correspondent. Like, come on, Lexi.
I like this 90s like she's, I don't know, I like it. It's like, good job. It's cute.
Yeah. She's adorable. So Toni is like, I don't know who you are. She's like,
that's the trick. She has to keep changing the looks up, so she thinks she's somebody else.
She's like, says, I don't know who you are. Where did you come from? Like, but here I feel very supported by the Outcasts. And
She said that other girl didn't know anything last week. You know, she feels like she's trying to stir up some trouble with the Outcast. Lexi is great.
yeah. Was she given a dress code by Toni Storm the Diva? Otherwise, her fit was great. Hilarious.
Yeah, I love this. I love this segment. Unhinged Tony.
Yeah.
I mean, it's reasonable to ask because Soraya's in the match. She's very confident she's going to be a 3-time champion.
Yeah.
I don't know. Saraya wants it too.
And unfortunately, it's in her home, you know. Yes, we love Tony's 20s. I'm saying I definitely, like I said, Norma Desmond give to us. Tony has been giving me everything I need, says Casey. Can we please separate her from Ruby? Oh no, and Duck. You know what? I didn't even read this before I clicked on it. I should have.
You should have. That's why I'm looking down because I couldn't handle that last part.
I can't. Be nice.
No, I don't think Tony or Saraya are winning next week. There's too much. There's too much egos. Once it gets down to them, I think the Outcasts are ending next week.
You think so?
Because, okay, first of all, Hello, she has an entirely different look than the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
She's not doing the rebel thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing this glam thing. She's unhinged. She's separating herself.
Mm-hmm.
We're building tension. Everyone's asking about it. You know, I don't think either of them winning.
Okay.
Just see. We'll see.
All right.
And Mika's not here again.
Mm-hmm.
I would like her to keep it for a minute.
Yeah. Well, we had a one Powerhouse Hobbs in action against Kevin Koo, who I actually, when I saw, I was like, oh, I actually know who this is.
Yes.
I don't remember from where, but I was like, I recognize
Yes, see Tim.
him. Very proud of myself.
The crowd loved them some Kevin. Little Kevin chance.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Kelly on commentary was like, us Kevin's got to stick together. And I thought that was cute.
Adorable.
Kevin Kelly's back on commentary, by the way. We do miss Ian, but Kevin Kelly's back from doing G1 New Japan stuff. So, cool. Hobbs did Hobbs things.
Yeah. And then, did Miro's move.
He's trying to coax him out. And he did.
Summoned him. He summoned him on the screen.
This promo was something.
Yeah. Miro is going, he is doubling down.
Yeah. He had a book before he read. He got distracted. Stop calling your wife a distraction. So that was disrespectful. Your wife, CJ Perry, Lana, how dare you?
Right?
How dare you, sir? You sleeping on the couch. You just went to Taylor Swift with her. How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
But he said, I had a book before. I was just like you. I got distractions. And it's official for All Out. Powerhouse versus Miro.
Yep. Got it. Yep. All Out. Casey says, which I agree with, he says, I don't have as much interest in as I thought I would have. I feel the same way too. Like I'm very interested. I'm slowly just trying to see what this does, but I don't think I'm as interested in as in other.
I'm happy for Hobbs.
Yeah. So
that's
yes.
For real.
Miro's sleeping in the backyard forever, but I agree with you.
I didn't say divorce papers.
I am happy for Hobbs that he gets this platform.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Mika and I said this months ago, like when this was talked about, like we didn't really, this wasn't We weren't sure about this being exciting. We didn't even know if we wanted to see it. We're getting it. It's fine. And our main event. This man holding the title. Like, that is his title. He's so unhinged.
Unserious. And the sleeveless turtleneck, which I'll hate oh so much, but it grows on me every single week. Let's go.
Disgusting. Forever turnbuckle glam hot mess. Worst of the worst. Him in Juice's pants, I cannot handle.
Okay, now you cannot
Yes, I can.
equate the two, a sleeveless black and those terrible green. It's not even a good green. It is a terrible, gross green with his face on them.
It's kind of vomit green, which is kind of what I see when I want to do when I see those pants.
Exactly. You cannot equate the two. It is a black sleeveless turtleneck.
It shouldn't exist. It's disgusting.
Fine.
Sir.
Bosa says Christian Cage has his first singles match, I think, in a year, 24 hours after Edge wrestled his last match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. This match was fine.
Yeah. It was too long. Like, I know y'all love to give the main events 30 minutes.
Oh my God. Why are they so long?
Listen, I'm actually not opposed to it, but you need to give us a banger of a match if it's going to be 30 minutes. Otherwise, like, again, you could have had this one be 15 minutes and give us another women's match.
It could have hit the same. I was outside. I went to an indie show last night and saw a 30-minute Iron Man match, and it went by quicker than this.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always need to be 30 minutes just because. Put somebody else in. There's time.
Yeah.
Clearly. You guys pace it, slow it to have enough time. Like, a long match is cool if it means something, but sometimes I'm just getting bored of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These two don't need it.
I don't think so. The feud has not been there. There's been no true buildup, so it wasn't necessary. Yeah, Bosa says same thing. Why did it go 30? I was finding myself losing interest around 15. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the coffin drop got me back in. You know, I was like, oh yeah, oh. And a spear. He hit the spear.
Yeah.
And a post-match beatdown after he wins. He retains his title. And poor Tony Schiavone.
Babes. That man needs a raise stat.
He made this man count to 3 like he did something.
Leave this man alone. He's probably going to be like, y'all can't have me out there no more. Just let me sit behind this desk. I
want a collision where like Tony just snaps and he walks out and he walks up to Tony and just shoves the microphone at him and is like, I can't deal with this place anymore.
I want him to be shouting like Tony Khan was shouting at Better Than You, Baby. I want Tony Schiavone to go in that office and close that door and go off.
And there's so many bleeps.
Need it.
And then he walks out. And then you see like Tony Khan and he's just shaking like he's at a press conference having war flashbacks.
Right. I need it. So y'all keep that AEW, keep that in the back of your mind. We're looking forward to that within the company.
The good stuff, I say. I have better ideas than what you did.
Anyway, call it.
That was Rampage. That was Collision. But hold on tight, because we're going to preview Dynamite for this week. I think some Collision had been, but I don't have graphics. So we're just going to preview Dynamite. We got a big week. It's all in week. So hold on tight. Listen to RTK tell you where you can watch all the shows right here on Women's Wrestling Talk.
Hey peeps, TK Trinidad here, boss lady of Women's Wrestling Talk. And I want to say thank you so much for watching because you've got millions of options. Plus, you don't have to worry about sharing your password to check us out. But while you're here, hopefully you know we have so many more shows to watch, like Turnbuckle Glam, Raw post-show, WoW post-show, AEW Dynamite post-show, Women's Wrestling Army post-show, NXT post-show, Impact Wrestling post-show, AEW Rampage and SmackDown Live post-show, On the Scroll, ROH post-show, WWT Live, plus all of our interviews with the hottest women's wrestlers in the game. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our website at www.talkpod.com and follow us on all social media platforms at www.talkpod, and make sure to spread the word. That means send this to the group chat. Yes, even the person with the green bubble. Thanks again so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Thank you, TK. Yes, that's where you can find all our shows. And Aisha, we do not have Women's Wrestling Army, but you are on Rising. I always get it wrong. Rising.
I have to. The Rising Sun rundown.
Rundown. I always want to say Showdown.
Join us on Thursdays. Women's Wrestling Army is currently on a hiatus, and so Lyric and Shay and I are talking about, Joshi Wrestling. We're talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling. We're talking about Stardom. We're a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you can come and watch us, and Lyric can just nerd out while she.
If you're gonna learn anything about Joshi Wrestling, it's gonna be from Lyric.
Truly, and it's been an education for me so far. I am back this past week was my first week back, and so. I'm excited. And then also just to give you guys just a reminder that this Thursday, we will not be live with that show. We're going to do pre-recorded just because we have some things going on, but just FYI, it will be airing at the same time, but it won't be live. So you're not going to be able to interact with us, but we can talk more about that later because we want to preview what is going on this week in AEW.
Yes. Also, Ring of Honor will be on Friday-ish, I believe. The next 2 weeks, we will double check. But yes, so I promise it will not be as screwy as this week. But Fridays, next 2 weeks, Ring of Honor post show. And we do not have a final decision on what we're doing with this show because All In is the same time we would be doing this. And I am not getting up at like 6, 7 a.m. to do this. And as much as I love y'all. But it'll probably be live after Collision. So if it might be one of us, it might be two of us, but it's not going to be three of us because Mika said she's not doing it on Saturday. And I respect that.
I'll make myself available and yeah.
We'll probably go live right after Collision or sometime half hour or so. Yeah. But we'll confirm that. But just keep an eye out because All In is making everything screwy. And the post show for All In will be not right after it. It'll be a few hours later. Evening time, so you guys can get all your thoughts, digest it, and then we'll talk all about it. Mm-hmm. So that is the plan for this week. But let's get into Dynamite. MJF is going to talk to Renee. I believe Adam Cole is also going to talk to Renee. I don't have a graphic for that. Jack Perry's, I don't even know. Nobody knows why. Hollywood Jack is retiring the FTW championship. Okay. These two are gonna have a contract signing. Okay.
Sure.
There's a lot happening, but also a lot of this though.
We did not talk about how how Darby Allen and Sting, they showed up at AR Fox's training school and just bloop, 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 bloop. Nice attack.
I mean, an eye for an eye. You went to Nick Wayne's school, you go to Fox's school, but the fact that Sting showed up to this random training like indie so great to me.
Sting is like y'all gonna get unhinged Sting slowly but surely.
Well, Joker Sting is in full effect, so
there you go.
Nana probably still has not recovered.
I was like, "Where's Nana? Have we seen Nana since we
have not
exactly?"
Kate, no,
I need you to be for real. I need you to please get out of here.
Jesus, guys.
Bobby says, looking forward to watching Sky Blue versus Ruby Soho. Okay.
Yep. But yeah, so this is happening. A little preview of the coffin match.
Yep.
The Elite versus Bullet Club. Gold, bang, bang, gang. Juice, guns. Shenanigans will be all about in this. This is going to be so silly.
Yeah.
But also, FTR and the Young Bucks will go face to face. So the Bucks have a long night ahead of them.
Yeah.
It's also Fyter Fest. So remember that. Remember, guys.
Also, FTR has a long night ahead of them because are we talking about? I mean, obviously, we're not going to talk about the elephant in the room, but
Guns up.
Everyone's gonna want to.
You know, Diamanté's bang bang intro. I was like, should we have done that?
The answer is yeah. Casey was never technically he was not in. I mean, like he was in custody for a minute, I believe.
Couple hours,
yeah.
Couple hours. But guys, we don't have to cancel this man. Just real quick.
Oh no, we not.
It wasn't a cancel effect. It was a dumb thing.
I was just here for everybody being like, so is this gonna affect All In?
Well, because we were like, this is not a cancelable effect. Okay, he didn't harm anybody in a like beating anybody kind of way. It wasn't any like assaulty like towards a woman. It wasn't a child thing. It wasn't. We had to check all the like list of like really bad, really bad, really bad. Okay.
Like,
okay.
It's still,
and then we're like, this is bad, but we can forgive you.
Yes. But Bosa is not in agreement. He's shocked that FTR and Young Bucks still happening. If Tony Khan were smart, he would cut that match and let Cash deal with the outside stuff.
He already did. That's why he did the thing. I mean, timing was weird, but I don't know. I don't know the legality of it. But yeah, it's not. He was in more jail than Dom. Let's be real. More jail. He was in a Florida jail for a few hours.
Please. Woo! That was hilarious. Okay.
If they don't come out with a police escort, what are we doing? I'm sorry.
Well,
listen, we could make jokes, okay? It's not like it's bad. I'm not saying it's great.
But also the world is burning. So obviously unserious.
People just drive and make you mad sometimes. But
okay, but I feel like I have to preface this because we are coming from California. This is very he's doing the California thing, right? Like
probably yeah.
That is an everyday occurrence there, right?
Yeah. Just maybe I wouldn't necessarily drive with my pew pew, but Florida. Also,
just have a little patience on the road, right? We don't need to threaten anyone's lives because you can't change lanes or anything like that. Like everybody,
you can say it behind the wheel,
yes,
but don't actually act on it.
Absolutely. Cuss out all you want to while you driving.
Then go home and have a drink or you work out or whatever. Smoke whatever you want to do. It's legal. Do what you do. Don't act on it.
Yeah.
But he's not canceled, guys. Jokes are just jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bang bang. And then you could be like, I'm just really into the bang bang gang. I really like Diamanté.
And even then, like a bang, like you're not going to get in trouble for finger guns.
No, because you could do it in a kind of like funny way.
Very true.
Just saying.
And Florida's going to do a Florida, pretty much.
Flow Ride is going to flow ride. It's fine, guys. It's not great, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Don't cancel this man. Don't. It is what it is. Wrestlers that have done worse and they're still on TV.
Getting whole episodes of Dark Side of the Ring. Please.
He is no Marty Jannetty.
I have not watched.
Oh.
No, I think I'm on episode 5 or 6.
Ooh.
Yes, I know.
When you get to that Janetti episode, oh boy.
I will check in. I will pop.
Please do. Please check on your mental health after that.
Anyways.
Sorry, we're getting off the rails.
Oh.
Like we said, Aussie Open versus the Hardys for the Ring of Honor Championship. Aussie Open's retaining.
Yeah.
Because if you guys want to talk about somebody who cannot go to London, it's Jeff. And I'm going to be honest. We all know this. This is why he couldn't go to Canada. He's still dealing with things. But see, he's on TV still. And I mean that with love. He's fine. He's recuperating. He's dealing with the consequences. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Skye Blue versus Ruby Soho. Cute little match.
Sure.
I'm fine. I just want to see Tony Monroe go insane. Maybe we'll see some tension between Saraya and Tony on the outside.
Maybe.
I don't know. But that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. And real quickly, I just want to shout out friend of our show, Ref, Nuck, Hood Slam, West Coast legend, Airbrush to the stars of AEW. Done Hobbs's gear and Sanjay's jacket this year at Double or Nothing. So shout out to the homie for that. I told him I'd wear this. So yes. And thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Aisha, where can we find you online?
You can find me right there at Aisha Watches. Twitter, I've been off and on, whatever. I'll be on there when I'm on there. Otherwise, you can find me here on Sundays with Al and Mika. Also on Thursdays, like I said, with Lyric and Shay. And that's about it. Yeah. What about you, Al? Where can we find you on these interwebs?
Y'all know where to find me. Al, 2 underscores on all the things. Follow Al Pod for my podcast that's coming soon. You know, all my girls are going to be on, but tweet me, send me a message. What do you guys want to see on this show? I'm open to ideas. So we're figuring it out. And we will see you Wednesday. Not Thursday, but we'll figure it out.
Yes.
So thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.